Okay, so now I have my island finally cleared off to where I feel comfortable. I'm not all, oh gosh, OCD about, I just can't work without cleared off islands and desks. I just have this thing about it. And it just irks me when things are not in their place. So this is my island. It is 103, what? Yeah, 103 inches long, 6 inches wide, 6 feet wide. So it's big. It's extremely big. It is built on Calyx units and Michael's half units, and IKEA's drawer sets, these drawer sets. So I have 4 drawer sets on each side of the island, and then I have 4x2, so I can't remember what I did. Yeah, 4x2 Calyx units on each side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 Michael's half units on each long side, and then on each short side, I have 3 Michael's short half cubicle thingies, whatever you call them. And then it still leaves me a little space there. That's for my silicone mat, my paper making trays. So it still gives me a little tiny bit of room there to slip things under so I don't have them on top of my counter, on top of my island. And we custom built this whole thing. I designed it based on a bad photo. So here's the other side. I built this based on a photo from Pinterest, which you have to learn. You need to, don't do that. I looked at it and I wasn't thinking through that it was, number one, it was only built on these short IKEA drawers. And I would be like, and it was a big, huge island. And there was no way my back would be broken by bending over. So then when I built I had to lift it up. So that's why I used the half units. So if you can see here, the drawer cabinets are a little tiny bit lower than even the Calyx. So I knew that I wanted to bring the Calyx up, and then I had to take into account the thickness of my butcher block countertops, which we bought at Lowe's, and then we glued and clamped them together. So there's no nails or anything in there. But I needed to be able to stand up with my hands being able to work here, standing up, because I stand at the island, and not bend over. So that is what I had to achieve. It took a long time, a lot of money. It was not cheap to do this because I bought most of the IKEA cabinets I got brand new. There were some that I was able to buy used, but most of the time they were charging the same thing for like maybe $10 less than what I could buy them brand new. And buying them brand new, IKEA's close to me, so they ship them to me in the same day, basically, or the next day. And that's much easier than me carrying them out of somebody's house into my car, and then out of the car, taking all the drawers out, putting all the drawers back in. Wasn't worth it to me. So my island has my filming camera here. This is when you see me do things that are on here on the green mat. The green mat I bought from Temu. I did a video on this because this one is 47 inches by how much? By 35 inches, around there. And I looked, the same exact seller was selling this on Amazon for a lot, like twice as much, like 130, I think. The same guy was selling it, a local shop selling it on Temu for 69. So it was the same thing. So I got it. It's the Work Lion desk. And so yeah, and it's self-healing and I love it. It's huge. So I needed something really big, and we'll take a look at the difference. So then I bought the pink mat. This one's only in centimeters, which was fine for me because I don't really use it for measuring, but I wanted a pink mat to work on over on this side. This is for kind of like sewing kind of things that I do. So like my bookmarks, my stickers, my cutting papers out for journaling if I'm not doing it at my journaling tables, which are full of fabric right now. I gotta get that fabric bolted and the scraps put away. But this is my journaling station. If you haven't watched my craft room tour, you need to do that so you can know some great ideas of what you can do. So This mat I got on Temu for like $39, and so that was great. I got these. So let me just show you what I leave on my table. So right now I leave this beautiful box that I bought from Hobby Lobby here, because this one is filled. If you didn't get to watch my haul, whoa, you got to watch that haul on all my charms, things to make charms with for my book sleeves and my tote bags and such. I found this cool idea. This is a shower handle. It's not even, so I got this from Walmart, and it goes right onto my measuring ruler, so I can hold it down when I'm using my rotary cutters. And I got the ruler at, no, I didn't get it. I think I got it at Michael's for like 40% off. I got all those beautiful flowers from Michael's. The reason I got those, they were 99 cents each. So you can watch my Michael's hauls about that stuff. I ordered it all online. Anyway, those flowers in that crystal vase, I have that for photo backdrops. So what I do is I'll take the flowers out and decorate like a little photo scene, and then take, you know, the photos and such. So that is going to stay on the on the island. I think it's pretty enough, and it doesn't get in the way of my work. So I think I'm going to let that one stay. Then I also always keep this Lazy Susan I got from IKEA. It's more than the ones at the Dollar Tree, but it's also sturdier, and it's made out of metal. So I have heavy things on it. So I just figured it was better. So I have this little Dollar Tree container that I have here. I have all my rotary cutters, my Guttenheim, whatever you call them, my favorite scissors. I have a video on that for you. And then I'll have for my journaling, I've got my rubber cement that I love to use. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I love it. And then I have my fabric fusion, my fabric tack, my lint roller, and then I just got these temporary glue ones from Aline. I got these for 99 cents each at Hobby Lobby. My tried and true Dollar Tree razors, they work so perfect. And my seam ripper, I have one chalk there. And then I also will keep my fabric heat removal pens there, and a pencil. So that I keep out where I can reach it all the time and keep everything nice and neat in there. And then over here, I always keep my guillotine cutter here, because it's very close to where my printer is and my Cricut is. But anyway, so this is for all my cutting I do when I'm card making, junk journaling, bookmarks, and stuff like that. So cards, whatever I'm making. I'm trying to learn how to I don't know how yet, but I'm going to learn how to have the Cricut cut my bookmarks. But right now I cut them with this because I know how. I always keep my Dollar Tree Energy. This is my favorite one. Energy diffuser here, just right on the end. And I'll take these little sticks and turn them around here. And there I go. And then nice woof there, smell. Oh, love it. It helps me keep my energy going. And then over here, I keep my scrunchie elastic from Wallback. These little scissors that from, here it is, Guttenheim, that I cut my elastic with, and then my fray check, because when I'm doing the scrunchies, a lot of times when I need to use my fray check when I'm putting my label on. And then another lint roller there. So that is the top of my island. That's what I like. Most of the time when you see it, it's full of fabrics, because whenever I do a haul, I come home and put all my fabrics right here, because I'm going to measure them, right? I need to measure them out, and I bolt them here with so I bolt them here with my handy dandy template. So I'll get foam board from Hobby Lobby, cut them all up. If you can get it at Dollar Tree, great, but I haven't been able to find it there. And so then I'll have that for my template. And all this stuff just goes, I just put it under here. So another time I'll go through what I have under there. I don't want to do that now because the video will get too long. And I want to get to sewing. So now that the island looks like this, I am able to turn my brain off of other things that are bothering me around the room. And I'll just show you really quick. They're not major things. My desk here is, well, except for the Kleenex, is perfectly the way it needs to be. I have a couple stickies that are bugging me because it means I got to do something. So that's fine. My journaling station is perfect for working today because I will be journaling today. And so it is how it needs to be. My sewing desk is perfect, ready to sew. My mailing station is all organized, and my heat press station is all organized. Oh, and I have to list these on Etsy on my homemade. These are vintage scrunchies that I just finished making, and I need to get those listed. So I don't think I'm going to clean up anything else until after I've gotten some sewing done. So that's where I'm at for today. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.